Hi friends, this is your ANR sir, welcoming you to ANR Academy. Today's lesson is for class 9th IIT aspirants. Introduction to coordinate geometry. Today in our lesson we read about the coordinate geometry. So the first question that arises in our mind is, what is coordinate geometry? The first question that arises in our mind is, what is coordinate geometry? A system of geometry where the position of points on the plane is described using an ordered pair numbers. What is coordinate geometry? Coordinate geometry is a system of geometry where the position of points on the plane is described by using an ordered pair numbers. So now let us take this figure. Here you have A, B, C, D, E, F columns. Here you have columns A, B, C, D, E, F, and you have some rows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have some rows. On this plane we have a point X. On this plane what we have? We have a point X. Now suppose we want to describe that point X. Can we say that the point is in third row? Is it enough to say? Or can we say that the point is in the fourth column, in the D column? No. In order to locate that point X, we need to say two things. Number one, the column, and number two, the row. That means the point X is located in D column and in third row. In D column, in third row. Clear? So now, what are coordinates? In coordinate geometry, we have a term. What are coordinates? To introduce the idea, consider the grid given above. Here is the grid. So, in this grid, the columns of the grid are lettered A, B, C, D, E, F. So the columns, that means A, B, C, D, E, F are called columns. And next, the rows are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What are rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are rows. Clear? Now we can see that the X is in the box D3, that is column D and row 3. Column D3, that means column D, row 3. So what is coordinate plane? What is coordinate plane? In coordinate geometry, points are placed on the coordinate plane as shown below. It has two scales, one running across the plane called x-axis and another a right angle to it called y-axis. These can be thought of as similar to the column and row in the paragraph above. You see, previously we took one grid. So here x-axis and y-axis, here x-axis and y-axis can be taken as column and row. The point where the axis cross each called origin and is where both x and y are zeros. So see this, in this figure you have both x-axis and y-axis. What you have? X-axis and y-axis both intersect at origin. This one 0. What is this called? Origin. This is called origin. Clear? So this graph paper is divided into 4 parts. This graph paper is divided into 4 parts. X, O, Y. This X, O, Y is called first quadrant. This part is called first quadrant. And this part is second quadrant. And this one third quadrant. And this one fourth quadrant. From 0 on x-axis, if you take right hand side, all the values will be plus. Here 5 plus 10 plus 15 plus 20 plus 25 plus 30 plus 35. In the same way, from the origin on x-axis towards left hand side, you have all minus values, minus 5, minus 10, minus 15, minus 20, minus 25, minus 30, minus 35. In the same way, from origin on y-axis, on top you have all plus values like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Clear? And from origin on y-axis, below the origin all are minus values, minus 5, minus 10, minus 15, minus 20. That means in first quadrant, both x and y, these are called ordered pairs. They are called ordered pairs. Here one point is located A. Here one point is located A. And what is the ordered pair for A? 20, 15. 20, 15. This first 20 denotes the position on x-axis. This 20 denotes the position on x-axis, and this 15 shows the position on y-axis. Where these two join, there you have A. So in order to locate a point on a plane, you need to have two values. You need to have what? Two values. Understood? In order to locate a point in the plane, you need an ordered pair. That means you need two values. Clear? So here in the first quadrant, both x and y have positive values. In the second quadrant, you have x minus value and y plus value. In second quadrant, you have x minus value and y plus value. And in third quadrant you have both x and y minus. In third quadrant you have both x and y minus. Whereas in the fourth quadrant you have x plus values and y minus values. Like this, when the ordered pairs are given, you can locate the points. When ordered pairs are given, you can locate the points. So in our next lesson, we learn how to identify, how to locate the ordered, how to locate a point on a graph paper or on a plane with the help of given ordered pairs. So now same thing is explained. You see here on the y-axis, values above the origin are positive and those below are negative. That already I explained. This is your origin. This is your x-axis. This is your y-axis. And what is said on the y-axis, values above the origin are positive and those below are negative. On the x-axis, values to the right are positive and those to the left are negative. Already explained. So now, what are the things that we can do in coordinate geometry? That means, why should we learn coordinate geometry? What is the use? You should know, without the purpose of anything, we should not learn, we should not do. So what is the purpose of learning this coordinate geometry? So the purpose is very clear. If you know the coordinates of a group of points, you can determine the distance between them. That means in order to find the distance between 2 points, you need to learn coordinate geometry. You need to learn coordinate geometry in order to determine the distance between 2 points. To find the midpoint, slope and equation of a line segment. All these things we learn in our later classes. To determine if lines are parallel or perpendicular. Find the area and perimeter of a polygon defined by the points. Suppose a polygon is defined with the help of ordered pairs. So, with the help of that, you can identify the area of that polygon or the perimeter of the polygon. Clear? So, to transform a shape by moving, rotating and reflecting it, to define the equations of curves, circles and ellipses, all these things in our later years you learn with the help of coordinate geometry. So now let us know about the history of this coordinate geometry. The method of describing the location of points in this way was proposed by the French mathematician René Descartes. He proposed further that curves and lines could be described by equations using this technique, thus being the first to link algebra and geometry. That means there is a connection between algebra and geometry. This technique was introduced first by the French mathematician. In honor of his work, the coordinates of a point are often referred to as its Cartesian coordinates and the coordinate plane as the Cartesian coordinate plane. So now I think you got some introduction about the coordinate geometry. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel Mathematics for All Examinations. Have a nice day.